Good morning children, welcome to the online class. In this class, we will learn about reading and analysis of maths. When come to the part of the lesson, in this lesson we are learning about the map making and map makers. In the map making, the first maps are prepared by Sumerians 4000 years ago, and next to them the world map prepared by Babylonians 2600 years ago. Around that time only, that means 2000 years ago, Greek people prepared. We know Greek people. Greek people wanted to conquer the world. Is it right? Next to the Greek, Romans. Romans also wanted to conquer the world. Chinese. After that, Chinese also, they also prepared maps. All these people, all these countries, they prepared the map which shows only three parts. That means what are three parts? Asia, Europe and Africa. What are the parts they showed? Asia and not the Southeast Asian parts. Only Northeastern Asia. Not part of Asia, not the Southeast Asian. North Asian parts, Europe part and African part, not the part of South African. South African countries they did not, because they know that land only they know. And they showed, whoever prepared the map, they showed their country in the center and the remaining places around them they showed. And the father of Dutch cartography, Gerardus Mercator, in 16th century, he revised all the previous maps. Mercator revised the previous maps and he studied further and he prepared a map which is helpful to us to show the curvature of the earth. Previously, the map makers, whoever prepared, it did not show the curvature of the earth. We know that the curvature of the earth, it is in round in shape na. So that shape, that curvature, in that shape, the map was prepared by Mercator. That is only called as a Mercator's projection. Nowadays, whatever the world maps are prepared based upon that Mercator projection. Now, we will come to our part, that is colonization, exploration, military use and map making. By the end of the 15th century, the Europeans discovered sea routes to all the countries. Particularly at the time only, they discovered North America and South America. So, in 17th century, they discovered Australia. These Europeans started colonizing the countries of Asia, North America, South America, Africa and Australia. And they wanted to know about these places, about their climate, about their resources, about their crops and about the places. Why they wanted all this? They wanted to conquer. They wanted to make colonies there. So they sent their scientific expeditions along with the map makers. And whatever the information is with them, whatever the maps with them, along with that they sent. Because at the time, the maps are there for them, but they don't know the interior parts of the countries, interior parts of this continent. Then they sent. And they took the help of the sailors to reach the lands. In that process only, by finding route through Atlantic Ocean and Indian Ocean, all the Europeans, particularly English people, started colonizing our country. At the time, they wanted to know interior part of the country. So in starting of the 19th century, they established one organization to survey Indian places in the name of a Survey of India. Survey of India. Survey of India to survey the interior parts of the country. To know what is the height of the places and what type of climate and what they wanted to know everything about the places. They prepared, they established it, and James Renner, he was appointed as a Surveyor General of the Survey of India. He made some maps, and that I will show you. This is the one of the first map prepared on India, which shows the features and geographical features of India. Okay, it is the map. It is the first India map prepared by Survey of India. Okay, then now. And William Langton, in a 19th century only, William Langton, he started to find out the altitudes, the height of the places, and he started his calculation and his measurements from Chennai. From Chennai. Previously we called that as a Madras only, from Chennai he started. Because all the heights of the place are calculated and are measured by mean sea level. So he started from Chennai, and he scientifically he calculated all the heights of the place. Finally, James Everest, he gave a clear information about the Himalayas. That's why only maybe in his to give a honor to that person, maybe the highest peak in Himalayas is named as a Mount Everest. Okay, then why do we need? Actually, what is the use of a map? What is the use of maps? Previously, it is used. It is helpful to the soldiers because they wanted to conquer the world. They wanted to conquer neighboring countries. So it is helpful to them. In military use, they need the maps. The maps play a vital role in two world maps. We know that. Beginning of the first half of 20th century experienced two world wars. At the time, these maps helped them a lot because everything was prepared. So that's why these maps, because by this previously the maps which are prepared, it is helpful to the kings and the government, and the maps prepared which are helpful for the army or military use. It might be secret only. It is not revealed. It won't be revealed to common man. But nowadays, because of this satellite communication, we are able to get all the informations, all the Google search maps. So nowadays, to maintain a secrecy, particularly in this map, in the location, it may not be possible because of our satellite communication. And previously it is useful for military use and also for soldiers and for navigators. Maps are useful. Nowadays, how we are using these maps? These maps are nowadays useful for constructing of dams. In which way it is? How much land will be submerged in the construction of dams, in the construction of reservoirs. These maps are useful. And laying roads. And not only that, where the mineral resources are available, and the types of soil, and where the population density is there, that also we are able to know through this maps. And in that, along with that, if you take a village map, in that where should be constructed the tanks means the cheruvulu, where how to give way to the canals, all this will be prepared with the help of maps. These maps are useful for companies also. Particularly, if you take the telecommunication, in which way the telecommunications should connect, in that also these maps are helpful to the companies. Maybe we know a few types, maybe you observe some maps that are political maps and physical maps, but thematic maps are also there, based upon the concept and based upon the theme. Whatever the theme you need, you want weather maps are there, you want to see soil maps which shows the soils, that maps will be available. Population maps. And okay, you wanted to take the water connectivity, that type of maps also you will observe in the maps. So all the things which you want, we can show in thematic maps. These maps, all these maps, if you wanted to make a book, that only we called as a atlas. What is that? Atlas. That means a book of maps. A book of maps is called as a atlas. In how to read this map? Okay, we learn about a map making. Then how to read maps? To read the maps, we need to learn about scale of the map, how to use the symbols, and what is the importance of the color. Color indicates the places, na? So that's why we should know about the directions, colors, and lines also, contour lines. It shows the altitudes. So we should know directions, colors, symbols, contour lines, and all this we should learn. Then only we are able to read the maps properly. Thank you, children.